Hello, and welcome to Spicy Toast Gaming. Thank you for tuning in to another Spicy Toast video. Today we'll be covering Maokai, and this will be a Theorycraft to see what he would be like if he was added to the roster of Path of Champions. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So first, some requirements for the deck. We looked at many different decks built in Path of Champions, and found a pretty consistent framework that they all adhere to. So first is 2 copies of 9 unique cards. So 18 cards total. Of those 18 cards, 2 to 3 of those copies are spell cards. There's some decks that have just 1 spell, that being Ornn, and his other card that probably counts as a spell is a equipment. But most decks have 2 to 3 spells. And finally, most cards cost 4 or less. Any cards above that are generally champion cards, or they get reduced down to that 4 or less cost through champion level ups, getting items on your deck, such as like ancient coins and things like that. So with this framework in mind, let's go in-game and take a look at the deck I made for Maokai. In-game now, taking a look at the deck we constructed for Maokai. So first, let's take a look at Maokai himself. So he's a 4-cost, 1/4. Each round, the first time you summon an ally, toss 2 and summon a sapling. Level up, your units have died or your cards have been tossed 25 times. Once he levels up, he obliterates the enemy deck, leaving 4 non-champions. Round start, summon a sapling. So the general game plan is you're wanting to hit that level up condition, and then once that happens, you're going to end the game in a few rounds since their deck is obliterated, so you just have to try to survive and outlast them for a couple rounds while their deck runs out. So it would be a fun champion to play, as the champion himself has a essentially different win condition that would be different than most champions throughout the game. So his spell is Sap Magic, toss 3, heal allies 3, create a Maokai in your deck, and the saplings that he's summoning is the 1-cost Ephemeral Challenger. So I think Maokai in general will be very good for Path of Champions. Gives you a very unique playstyle and a new win condition that we haven't really seen before. At least not in general. Sometimes you can mill the enemy deck, but it's pretty rare. So I think this would be quite fun, but let's go take a look at the deck we actually made to facilitate this. First, we have Bark Beast. The first time an ally dies, grant me 2/2. So you're going to have a lot of ephemeral units dying, so he should be able to get that off pretty easily. Nice 1-drop. Sapling Toss, summon a sapling at next round start. Thorny Toad, last breath, toss 2 and heal your Nexus 2. So the saplings are going to be very strong for having units die to get your level up condition. Blighted Caretaker, kill an ally to summon 2 saplings. So again, you're killing a unit, summoning 2 saplings, so that's going to give you 3 towards your level up condition. Dead Bloom Wanderer, when I'm summoned toss 3 with Lifesteal. Pretty good card, giving you some more sustain in addition to the Thorny Toad, also giving you some sustain. And then these 2 also tossing, so again, going towards Maokai's level up condition. Moonlit Glenkeeper, so 3-cost, fearsome. When you summon a ephemeral ally, grant it +1 power, and then Nightfall, summon a sapling. This would be nice to have on your board, so whenever you're summoning saplings or any other ephemeral unit, they're going to get buffed up. Also, all of these cards are fitting the theme of Maokai himself, of being essentially living trees, which I really like that we were able to make a deck that all fits together like that. Undergrowth, another spell. Toss 3, drain 2 from a unit, so you have a bit more sustain as well as removal. Maokai himself at 4, and then Spirit Leech at 4. Play, kill an ally to draw 2, giving you some built-in draw, quite nice, while also killing a unit, again triggering towards the Maokai level up. So in general, I think this would be a pretty strong starting deck. It all works well to give you a little bit of everything. You have some sustain, you have some built-in draw, but then you're also getting toss and units, ephemeral units dying, all helping towards Maokai's level up. So with this deck in mind, let's go take a look at the star powers we created for Maokai. Taking a look at those star powers now. So first we have Undergrowth Bloom, +1 starting mana. When you toss, give allies 1/1 this round. So you're going to be wanting to toss very often. Whenever you're doing that, you're giving your allies a temporary buff. I think that would be pretty good. I think giving it a permanent grant would probably be a bit strong for how many times you're tossing, but a buff for that round wouldn't be bad, especially with how many ephemeral allies you're going to be summoning. Sap Magic, rank 2. Round start, summon a sapling and toss 2. And then round start, put 4 copies of the first cards you play into your deck. For the rank 1 of this, it would just be the summon a sapling and toss 2. The second part of this is very important because especially when you're starting out at the beginning of a Path of Champions adventure, you only have 18 cards. So with all of your tossing, you don't want to run out of cards yourself. Now, you're not someone like Nautilus where you're trying to get lower in your deck. You're just tossing cards to level up Maokai. So being able to have a way to generate cards and put them back into your deck every single round, and especially to be able to go positive with that so you're not going to run out, I think would be quite nice. So round start, you summon a sapling. That sapling, when it dies, that's contributing to the level up. You're also tossing 2, which means with the 2-star, you're then giving all of your units 2/2 for that round. Very nice buff. And then that round start kind of working like a counterfeit copies, but this way it's just natural when you play a card, you're putting more of that card into your deck. So it gives you a little bit of depth for trying to clone cards and more thought around what you want to play. Be somewhat like a Daybreak deck where your most important card you want to play first, but without as much of the punishment. So this was my take on a Maokai deck. I think this would be a lot of fun to play. This is one champion that if it got added like this into the game, he would probably be one of my favorite champions to play. So definitely let me know down below what you think of this champion, what you think of the star powers I made for him, and I hope you have a great day. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching that video all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. We're putting out multiple videos every single day for Path of Champions content. So if that interests you, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and welcome to the channel. Have a great day.